Abraham and God's promise. Trust that waits. Long, long ago, there was a man named Abraham who loved God very much. One evening, God said to Abraham, "Look up at the sky. Can you count all the stars?" God told him, "That's how many children and grandchildren you will have." Abraham was amazed. He and his wife Sarah were very old and had no children. But Abraham believed God's promise. Years went by, and still, there was no baby. Sometimes Sarah sighed and said, "We are too old now." The camp falls still, stars blazing as hope settles over the night. Morning gold filters through woven walls, as Sarah sits tracing patterns in dust. But Abraham smiled and said, "God never forgets his promises." Even when it seemed impossible, Abraham kept trusting God. Servants withdraw quietly, leaving the couple in intimate stillness. Sarah meets his kind eyes, uncertainty easing as hope finds a foothold. A breeze lifts the canvas. Abraham's calm breath matches the steady lamp glow. One hot afternoon, Abraham saw 3 visitors walking toward his tent. He welcomed them, gave them water, and served them food. Then one of the visitors said, "Next year, your wife Sarah will have a baby boy." From inside the veil, Sarah listens, curiosity wrestling with disbelief. Sarah was listening inside the tent. She giggled quietly, saying, "I'm too old to have a baby." But the angel said, "Is anything too hard for God?" A year later, just as God promised, Sarah had a baby boy. They named him Isaac, which means laughter, because God made them smile again. This time, Abraham smiled because he knew God's promise had begun to come true. And Abraham's story reminds us to always trust God, even when we don't understand his plans. If you love this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Bible adventures every week. Let's keep learning how to trust God just like Abraham did. God always keeps his promises. Trust him, even when you can't see how.